Hello dear students, today we are solving practice set 3.1 from chapter number 3 triangles standard 9 maths 2. This practice set depends on two theorems that are the sum of measure of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree and the second one is the remote interior angle of a triangle. Let's solve question number 1. In this question, angle ACD, this angle ACD is an exterior angle of this triangle ABC. Major angle B is equal to 40 degree. So let us write down or substitute these values in this figure. Angle A is equal to 70 degree. Find the measure of ACD. ACD means this angle, this exterior angle of this triangle. So we can solve this question by using remote interior angle. You know that this angle ACD is a exterior angle of triangle. Because of it is exterior angle, we can use remote interior angle theorem. Here we are writing exterior angle, that is angle this ACD. Its measure, its sum of its remote interior angle. Its remote interior angles are angle A and angle B. I just convert it into its three-letter name. Now let us substitute its value. So 70 plus 40 becomes 110. Question number 2. In triangle PQR, angle P is equal to 70 degree, angle Q is equal to 65 degree. Then find the angle of or measure of third angle, angle R. Here diagram is not given, so let us draw first one any triangle whose name is PQR. Substitute these given values in this triangle. So this angle P 70, angle Q is equal to 65. Here we have to find out this measure. So we can find out this measure by using our first theorem. The sum of measure of all angles of a triangle is 180, that is supplementary. So in this triangle, this angle P plus Q plus R is equal to 180 degree. Now substitute its values from this figure or from this question also. So its addition is 135. Take this 135 to second hand or another hand side. It will become minus, and its subtraction we get 45 degree. Question number 3. The measure of angles of a triangle are, now it is given in the form of x. Find the measure of each angle. Here we can draw any rough diagram. I solve it without any triangle or any rough diagram by using this theorem, the sum of measure, because here the measures of three angles are given, so its addition is 180 degree. So let us write down our first angle is x degree, second angle is x minus 20 bracket degree, and the third one is x minus 40 bracket degree. Now let us solve these brackets. We will get here first x degree, then x minus 20, x minus 40. Now here coefficients of this x are 1, here also 1 and 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3x. Now the addition of this 20 and 40, its addition is 60 degree with minus sign. Here we add because its signs are same. Now take this 60 degree to another hand side, so it will become plus. Its addition is 240. Now take this 3 to another hand side, so it will get divide, and here we will get its answer, final answer, x is equal to 80 degree. So here we are getting first measure of first angle, x is equal to 80 degree. So let us find out the remaining two angles. The measure of angles of triangles are, our first angle was x degree, which is equal to 80 degree. Second angle is x minus 20. So let us substitute the value of x here. So 80 minus 20 becomes 60 degree. Next one, the third last angle, x minus 40. So 80 minus 40, we will get here 40 degree. To check our answer, either it is right or wrong, add all these angles. We will get here 60 plus 40, 100, 100 plus 80, 180. So here we are getting its addition is 180. That means our answer or our cross verification, due to cross verification, our answer is right one. Question number 4. In this question, none of the one angle of a triangle is given. So here in this question, all three angles are compared with one another. Let us first write it or read it. The measure of one angle of a triangle is twice the measure of its smallest angle. See here in this first sentence, the measure of one angle is compared with its smallest angle. So we will consider first this measure of the smallest angle. The next angle, the measure of the other angle is thrice the measure of its smallest angle. So find the measure of all angles of a triangle. So by using all this data given in this question, we will first consider the measure of its smallest angle. So let us consider its measure, suppose x degree. So therefore the measure of one angle who is twice the measure of its smallest angle, twice means 2 times that of its smallest measure. So it will become 2x. Now the last line was similarly the measure of other angle is thrice. Thrice means 3 times that of its smallest angle. So it will become 3x. Therefore now here we get measure of all three angles in the form of x degree. So we can sum them all, and after summation its summation is 180 degree by using this theorem. So it's here coefficient of x is 1, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3 becomes 6. Take this 6 to another hand side, it will get divide, and after division the value of x is 30 degree. Now measure of all angles of this triangle are, here first angle was the measure of smallest angle, that is 30 degree. The next angle which we considered 2x, so this will become 60 degree, and the last angle whose measure is 90 degree. Again add all this angle. So 30 plus 60 is equal to 90. 90 plus 90, we will get here its summation 180. So our answer is right because its summation is 180. Question number 5. In figure, measure of some angles are given. See here you can see some measures are given. Using the measures, find the values of x, y and z. So let us first observe this diagram. The values of x, y and z are nothing but the measure of angles of this triangle E and M, and these measures which are given 100 and 140 degree, these are the measure of exterior angles of this triangle. So by using three methods or three theorems we can solve this question. Here I am just first using this 140 degree and trying to find out which angle I can find out its measure. So by using 140 degree I can find out the measure of z, because both angles are linear in pair. So by using this property, here I am writing down the name of this first exterior angle, that is angle EMR plus angle EMN. So these are the two names. So the name of the measure of this interior angle which is given in diagram, that is Z, and this exterior angle is 140 degree. Take this 140 to another hand side, so it will become minus, and its subtraction we will get here 40 degree. Now by using this 100 degree we can find out the value of y. Again, by using same property, both angles are linear in pair. So angle TEN plus angle NEM is equal to 180 degree. Now substitute its measure. So take this 100 to another hand side. It will become minus, and its subtraction is now 80 degree. So here we find out these two measures of y and z. Now we have to find out value of x. We can find out this value by using two methods. First method is by adding all three angles of this triangle. We will get its addition is 180 degree. Otherwise, by using remote interior angle theorem, we can find out the value of x. Now here you can use 100 degree, that is this angle, otherwise this angle also. I am using this 140 angle. So when this EMR is the exterior angle of this triangle, now just concentrate on this figure also only. When this angle is exterior angle, its remote interior angles are these two angles, that is angle E and angle M. So let us write down. I am just converting it into its three-letter name. Now substitute its values from this figure. So this is the exterior angle whose measure was 140 degree, y plus x. Now substitute the value of y. Here we just find out that the measure of y is 80 degree. Take this 80 to another hand side, it will become minus, and its subtraction we get x degree. So this is the answer of x. By using this remote interior angle theorem, you can find out the same answer by using the sum of measure of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Question number 6. In this question, line AB and line DE, both lines are parallel. Line AB is this line and line D is this line. So these two lines are parallel. It is given from measure of angle D. Find the measure of angle DRE. Angle DRE is this one, means we have to find out the measure of this angle. And the second is angle ARE. Angle ARE means this exterior angle of this triangle, using measure of some angles. Now we can use this given point to solve our question. These two lines are parallel, and if you use this DA as their transversal, so by using parallel line property we can find out measure of this angle, because see, now you can see these two angles are interior alternate angles. So let us write down all these points. So in this figure, or from this figure, this line AB parallel with line DE, and when this AD is their transversal, these two angles, that is the first name is angle BAD, this angle, and the second name is ADE, means this angle. Both angles are congruent, both are interior alternate angles. So you know the value of this angle, it is given 70 degree. So here I substitute from this given value. Therefore the measure of ADE, this value becomes 70 degree. Okay, so now you know in this triangle these two measure of these two angles. So these two angles are remote interior angle of this exterior angle of this triangle. So now in this figure, observe only this figure. So this is the triangle, and this angle ERA is the exterior angle of this triangle. Therefore by using exterior angle or the remote interior angle theorem property. This is the name of exterior angle, that is angle ARE is equal to angle D plus angle E. Both are its remote interior angle. I am just converting this angle into its 3-letter name. Now substitute its values, that is 70 plus 40 is equal to 110. So now we get the value of this exterior angle is equal to 110. Now here we have to find out the value of this angle. So we can find it out by using two methods. The first one is the sum of this measure of this triangle is 180 degree. Otherwise, by using linear pair angle. I am using our first method, that is the sum of measure of all angles of triangle is 180 degree. So in this triangle DRE, angle D plus angle R plus angle E is equal to 180 degree. This is the substitution from this figure. So 70 plus 40 is equal to 110. Take this value to right hand side. It will become minus and its subtraction is 70 degree. Question number 7. In this question, in triangle ABC, bisectors of angle A and B intersect at point O. If measure of C is given 70 degree, find the measure of angle AOB. So diagram is not given. So let us draw one rough construction, one diagram. Suppose triangle ABC. In this triangle, measure of angle C is given 70 degree and bisectors of A and B intersect at point O. So let's construct it. These two bisectors intersect at point O. Here we have to find out measure of angle AOB. Means our target is to find out measure of this angle. Okay, to find out this measure, we has to know measure of this angle and measure of this angle. So these angles are not given. You know that this segment OA or ray OA and BO, both rays are angle bisector. So this measure is half of this whole angle. Okay, so we have to consider it. Here I am considering this measure as 2x, because half of 2x, this value becomes x, and again this measure, this whole measure, that is the measure of angle ABC, is equal to suppose 2y, so that this value, this half of this 2y, is only y. This is our consideration. Here we consider the measure of A and angle B be 2x and 2y respectively. Therefore, measure of angle A is equal to 2x, B is equal to 2y. Here in this figure, ray OA is a bisector of angle A. Therefore, this bisector divide this whole angle into two equal angles. Therefore, this only this angle, major angle OAB, is equal to half of its actual main angle. So you know that this measure is equal to 2x, so its half value is x only. Similarly, this ray BO intersect this whole angle ABC. Therefore, its only measure of angle OBA is equal to half of its main angle, which is equal to y degree. Now, in triangle ABC, only in triangle ABC, measure of angle A plus B plus C is equal to 180. The sum of all angles are supplementary. Therefore, now here substitute value of A, that is 2x, plus value of B 2y, and value of C it is already given in our question. So take this 70 to another hand side, so it will become minus and its subtraction is 110. Now in left hand side you can see 2 is common, so I am taking this 2 as a common term. So in bracket x plus y, take this 2 to another hand side, so it will get divide. Its division is 55 degree. This is our equation number 1. Now in this small triangle AOB, measure of angle A plus measure of angle O plus measure of angle B is equal to 180 degree. I am just converting all three angles in its three-letter name. Now let us substitute its value. You know that the value of A is x. This measure we have to find out, and value of this small angle B from this small triangle it's y degree. So here I am taking just x and y together, so here x plus y. But you know that from equation 1 this summation is 55 degree. So this is the substitution. Take this 55 to another hand side, it will become minus, and its subtraction we will get this measure AOB is equal to 125 degree. Question number 8. In this question, line AB parallel with line CD and line PQ is a transversal. Ray PT, here you can see ray PT and ray QT are bisector of angle BPQ and PQD respectively. Here we have to prove that this angle angle PTQ is equal to, means here this angle PTQ is 90 degree. This is our target. Here we have to prove this triangle is this small triangle PTQ is a right angle triangle. In this question you can see none of the measure is given. Only the given thing is these two lines are parallel lines. So by using two parallel line and PQ is a transversal, you can say that, or you can use these two angle, that is angle BPQ and the second one is PQD. These two angles are interior angles. So if these two angles are interior angles, their addition is 180 degree. Now we don't know measure of these two angles. So let us consider the measure of these two angles. Suppose this first measure is suppose 2x and the second measure is suppose 2y. Here I am taking 2x and 2y because this ray PT is a angle bisector. So if you consider this whole angle 2x, then these two equal parts, its measure will be x and x. So and if you take here only x, so x divided by 2, so its mathematical operation may be quietly difficult. So to avoid this difficulty, here I am taking 2x and 2y. Now you know that this ray PT and QT both are angle bisector. So by using this point, if these two rays are angle bisector, so therefore its measure of angle PBQ, only this angle PBT and angle TPQ is equal to x. Similarly here y and y. So these two angles are half of its actual angles, so which is equal to x and y. Now from all our consideration, our equation 1 becomes, this is suppose our equation number 1. So substitute its values from these two consideration, that is 2x plus 2y is equal to 180 degree. Take this 2 as a common term, so x plus y is equal to 180. Take this 2 to another hand side, so after solving we will get here x plus y is equal to 90 degree. This is our equation number 2. Now in this triangle PTQ, which is formed due to this angle bisector, measure of angle T plus measure of angle P and measure of angle Q is equal to 180 degree. I'm just converting all these angles into its three-letter name. Now substitute its values from figure. This value is X and its measure of angle Q is Y. Here I am taking at second position, or just by interchanging second and third steps, you will get here X plus Y. Now from equation number 2, you know that the measure is 90 degree. Take this 90 to another hand side, it will become minus and its subtraction is 90 degree. So this is the measure of angle PTQ. So this our target is proved. Question number 9. Using the information given in figure, find the values of A, B and C. These measures are measure of angles of triangle, and here 70 and 100 degree, these two angles are given. If you observe it clearly, you can see this 70 degree is opposite angle and its 100 degree is exterior angle of this triangle. The name of figure is not given. You can consider it, or we can solve it without using its name also. See here 100 degree is an exterior angle, so by using this value we can find out value of A, and by using B also. So B is a opposite angle. To find out value of A, we has to know value of B. So you can find out this value by using this 70 degree, that is by using opposite angle. So here I write down one statement from this figure. This angle B and 70 degree are opposite angles. If these both angles are opposite, both are congruent, therefore angle B is equal to 70 degree. Now here I use this exterior angle. Now you know that this measure is 70 degree. So A plus B is equal to 100 degree. So here I write down from figure, this angle 100 degree is exterior angle of triangle having measures A and B. So this exterior angle is equal to its remote interior angle, that is A and B. Now you know that the measure of B is equal to 70 degree. Take this 70 to another hand side, so it will become minus and its subtraction we get 30 degree. Now you know the two measures A and B. Now here we have to find out value of C. Here we have two choices. First choice is you can use these two angles. Both angles are linear pair angles. Otherwise, by adding all three angles, that is the sum of measure of all angles is 180 degree. So by using this theorem, here I write down in this figure, this measure A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degree. So this is the substitution. So its addition is 100 degree. Take this 100 to another hand side. So after solving, we will get angle C is equal to 80 degree. Question number 10. In this question, line DE. This line DE is parallel with line GF and ray EG. This ray EG and ray FG. Both rays are angle bisector of these two angles respectively. Prove that this angle DEG, angle DEG is DEG means this angle, that is the half of this angle E. Okay, is half of angle EDF. Angle EDF means this angle, means here we have to correlate this small angle with this angle D. So our target is from this figure or from this given point, you can say that this small angle DEG is half of this angle E. Okay, so here we have to prove this or coordinate these two angles, that is our target is, here we have to show these two angles, that is angle E and angle D, both are congruent, then only we can prove this first statement. Next statement is angle EF and FG. This angle E, segment EF and angle FG means these two segments are congruent. This is our target. So we can solve it by using these two angles are congruent. If you prove these two angles are congruent, then by using converse of isoscale triangle theorem we can prove this statement. That is our statement number 2. This question number 10 is quietly difficult, but I am trying to make it simple for you. From this given statement, ray EG is a angle bisector of angle DEF. If it is angle bisector, these two angles are congruent. That is angle, the name of first angle is angle DEG and the second name is EGF. And if you compare it with its main or actual angle, that is DEF, it is half of it. So suppose this is our equation number 1. Similarly, this ray FG is a angle bisector of this angle DFM. So if it is angle bisector, this angle, only this small angle, that is angle DFG, and second angle is GFM, both are congruent and it is half of its actual, that is angle DFM. This is our equation number 2. Now in this figure, segment DE is parallel with FG and there are total 3 transversals are there. This is the first one, second, and this is the third one. So out of that I am using EM, segment EM as a transversal. So if you use EM as a transversal, here you can say this angle is congruent with this one. Both angles are corresponding angles. So here I write down these two lines are parallel. EM is a transversal. So angle DEF and angle GFM, both are congruent angle, therefore both are corresponding angles, therefore both are congruent. Now from equation number 2, here I just exchange this value because you know that this angle is congruent with this one. This statement we proved in equation number 2. So from equation number 2, here I exchange this angle. Now again from figure, these two lines are parallel and now I am using DF is their transversal. So if DF is a transversal, here you can use this angle is congruent with this one. So see, if you rotate this figure, you can see these two angles are congruent, both angles are interior alternate angles. So here I write down DF is their transversal, therefore the name of first angle is EDF and second is DFG. Both angles are congruent because both are interior alternate angles. So suppose here I am taking, this is our equation number suppose 3 and this is equation number 4. So you can see in equation 3 and 4 these right hand sides are same, therefore this left hand side has to be same. So these two angles are congruent. Now multiplying both sides by 1 by 2 we will get this step. You know from equation 1 the value of this measure is equal to angle, these two angles. You can choose any one, but here we require this angle, angle DEG. So here I am selecting this first angle. So I am just exchanging or substituting value of this measure is equal to angle DEG. Therefore, our first statement is proved. Now let's solve our second statement by using EG as a transversal. So let us write down this DE and FG both are parallel, and when EG is a transversal, these two angles are congruent. The name of first angle is angle DEG and the second name is EGF. Both are interior alternate angle. Suppose this is our equation number 5. But from equation number 1, you know that these two measures are also same. So instead of this angle, here I am just substituting angle GEF. So this is our equation number 1. So if these two angles are same, so from equation 5 and 6 you can say that these two angles are also congruent. But these two angles are from this triangle, this small triangle EFG. So if these two angles are congruent, you can say that this triangle is an isoscale triangle, because by using converse you can say its opposite segments of congruent angles are also congruent. So let us find out opposite segment of this angle E. Its opposite segment is FG and opposite to G is EG. By using EF, by using converse of isoscale triangle theorem. Therefore, these two segments are congruent. This is our statement number 2. It's proved. This is our last question from practice set 3.1. So let's get stop here. See you again in the next video. Till then, keep studying. Bye bye.